Now let's discuss about metric dimension. Let me begin by explaining the application part of it about robot navigation. Consider a robot which moves in a graph space, that is moving from a vertex to a vertex. Suppose if it wants to know its current location, for that purpose what it will do now, it will first fix certain landmarks. That means it will fix certain vertices. It could be this vertex or this vertex or this vertex. Now what it will do is that it will send its signals to find how far it is from these landmarks, so that it will determine its current location. There are two problems here. One is it has to fix minimum number of landmarks, also where the landmarks has to be fixed. So there are two problems. If we convert this problem mathematically, this becomes metric dimension problem in graph theory. Metric dimension was introduced by two people separately. One is Slater in the year 1975, Harari and Melcher in the year 1976. Though the topic is little bit old, but its variations are new ones. So we are going to discuss mainly its variation only. To understand its variation, first let us understand what is metric dimension. So metric dimension involves few concepts. One is resolving set, minimum resolving set, then only we will be discussing what is metric dimension. Let's discuss all these topics one by one. Let's discuss what is resolving set. There are two definitions in this. One is how a vertex will resolve two vertices, and what is a resolving set. A vertex W of a vertex set of graph G is said to distinguish or resolve, both are same, two vertices u and v if distance between u and w is not equal to distance between v and w. If it is so, then we can say that this vertex w resolves these two vertices u and v. Now let's see what is resolving set. An ordered set W consisting of k vertices w1, w2 up to wk is said to be a resolving set for G if every two vertices of G are resolved by some vertex of W. That means you take any two vertex from G, the two vertex must be resolved by some of the vertex, at least one vertex in W. If it is so, then that set W is called resolving set. This is one definition. This definition can be put it in other words like this also. The subset W is a resolving set of G if any two distinct vertices u and v belongs to vertex set of G satisfies this expression, that is representation of u with respect to W is not equal to representation of v with respect to W, where the representation of u with respect to W means, this is the meaning, finding distance between u and W1, u and W2, finally u and Wk. Similarly, with respect to representation of v with respect to W means finding distance between v and W1, v and W2, distance between v and Wk. This will give the representation for v, and this expression will give the representation for u. If both the representation, if it is not equal, then we say that these two representations are different, and it should be true for any two vertices. If it is so, then we say that W is a resolving set for G. Let me try to explain the same definition by using these diagrams. So consider a graph G with a certain number of vertices. Now what you do is that you choose a subset W consisting of few vertices from G. Next what you have to do is that you choose any two vertices. These two vertices must be resolved by at least one vertex from W. It can be this vertex or this vertex or this vertex. It should be resolved by at least one vertex. More than one vertex, well and good, no problem. So Suppose if you choose any other two vertex, it should be resolved by some vertex in W. If it is so, if every pair of vertices are resolved by some vertex of W, then we call this W as resolving set. In other words, I can explain like this also. You choose a subset consisting of some vertex, next you find vertex and try to find the representation for this vertex. That is, for this vertex you try to find distance between this vertex and all other vertices in W. You write as a sequence u1, u2, uk, that means distance between this vertex and all other vertices, and similarly you find a representation for this vertex, finding distance between this vertex and all other vertices in W, so that you write that answer as a sequence. See, these are numbers. If at least in one place in the representation, if the numbers are different, then we can say that these two representations are different. Then this is for only two vertices. The same thing you have to repeat for all the vertices in the graph. If every two vertices gives different representation, then we can say that this W is a resolving set. To explain properly, let me take a proper graph and explain it properly. So consider a graph which is on 6 vertices, and first what I am doing is that I am accommodating vertex V5 in the set W. Now I am finding distance from this vertex and all other vertices in the graph. So distance between the vertex V5 and itself is 0. Distance between the vertex V4 and V5 is 1, I have written here, and distance between vertex V5 and V6 is 2, I have written here. Similarly, distance between V3 and V5 is 2, distance between V2 and V5 is 2, and distance between V1 and V5 is 3. Now look at here, these two vertices V2 and V3, also V6 contains same number of same representation. Therefore, this is not a resolving, that is the set which is in W, this is not resolving set. Now what I am doing, I am going to increase the vertex set in set W. Now I am accommodating one more vertex V4 in the set W. Now let us check what is the distance. So try to find the distance between the vertex V4 and all other vertices in the graph. So let me find distance between V5 and V4, that is 1. Similarly, V4 and V6 distance is 1. V4 and V3 distance is 1. V4 and V2 distance is 1. V4 and V1 the distance is 2. But now again I could see that V2 and V3 contains same representation. First coordinate it is 2, second coordinate it is 1, therefore it contains same representation. Therefore the set consisting of two vertices V4 and V5 is not a resolving set for this graph. Now let me take another vertex into the set, that is V6 I am accommodating in the set W. Therefore what I get as a distance, let me check. Now let us find the distance between V6 and all other vertices in the graph. Therefore V6 to V5 the distance is 2, I am writing as a third coordinate. V6 to V4 the distance is 1. Similarly V6 to V2 distance is 2, V6 to V1 distance is 3, V3 to V6 the distance is 2. Now I could see, is there any same representation? Now I could see that V2 and V3 has the same representation. Here also 2 and 2, here also 2 and 2. Therefore I conclude that the vertex set consisting of these three vertices V5, V4 and V6 is not a resolving set for this graph G. Now I should not leave as it is, I have to try for some other possibility. Is there any other possibility with the three vertices which will give me resolving set? Let me take another set, that is a set W consisting of three vertices, one is V3, V4 and V5. Let me find the distance between these three vertices and all other vertices in the graph. Therefore, what I get here, we know already first for v5 and v4 we have found already first two coordinates. Third coordinate alone it is going to vary. Let me check that alone. Let me find the distance between v5 and v3, that is 2. I am writing as a third coordinate. v4 and v3 distance is 1. I am writing as a third coordinate. Similarly, v6 and v3 it is 2. v1 and v3 the distance is 1. v2 and v3 distance is 1, and v3 and itself distance is 0. Therefore, I am writing the here third coordinate as 0. Therefore, now I could check that no two vertices have the same representation. That means in one coordinate, at least in one coordinate, the representation will vary. So here, suppose if I take this vertex v4 and if I take this vertex v6, now I could see that first coordinate itself there is variation. Therefore, these two vertices are having different representation. Similarly, when I take v5 and v2, the first coordinate again it varies. Therefore, these two vertices are having different or distinct representation. Therefore, it is true for every pair of vertices in the graph. Therefore, I can conclude that W, a set consisting of vertices v5, v4, v3 is a resolving set for the graph G. Now, let me explain what is minimum resolving set and metric dimension. A minimum resolving set for G is a resolving set for G of smallest cardinality. We have to minimize the number of vertices in resolving set. When we are unable to minimize further, that becomes minimum resolving set, and that is what required for us. And what is then metric dimension? Metric dimension is the size of minimum resolving set. That means how many vertices are there in the minimum resolving set. That is what metric dimension. Metric dimension is denoted by dimension dim of G. Again, I take the same graph. We have already discussed that these three vertices v3, v4 and v5 gave us a resolving set. I can that resolving set add three vertices. Now let me check, is there any possibility to reduce the number of vertices in this graph. Now I am taking in the set W two vertices, one is v2 and another one is v5. Now I am finding representation for each vertices. Now let us check here. I have found it here, representation I have mentioned in each vertex place. Now if you choose any two vertex, suppose I am choosing v3 and v4. Now in the first coordinate they are same, but they differ in the second coordinate. Similarly, v4 and v6, the first coordinate also it is different, second coordinate is also different. In one place if it differs, it is enough for us. If it is more than one place, well and good, we welcome that also. Next, this is true for every pair of vertices in the graph. Therefore, I can say that W consisting of vertices v2 and v5 is a minimum resolving set for G. Therefore, the metric dimension of graph G is equal to 2, because we cannot reduce further in the resolving set. W consists of two vertices, we cannot reduce it further to 1, because there is a reason. We could see in the next slide that a connected graph of order n has metric dimension 1 if and only if the graph is a path on n vertices. There is only one class of graph with a metric dimension 1, that is path graphs. So for example, I have given here P4. For P4, you just take one vertex V1 in the set W and you find the representation. All representation will be distinct. Therefore, I can say that metric dimension of path P4 is 1. It is true for any number of vertices in the path. Therefore, there is one class of graph containing metric dimension 1. That is why I said this graph we cannot reduce further to one vertex. Therefore, this is the lower bound of metric dimension. And then let's discuss what is the metric dimension for complete graph. A connected graph of G of order n greater than 2 has metric dimension n minus 1 if and only if the graph is complete graph on n vertices. here I have taken complete graph on 5 vertices. Here I have given its representation. So I need K5 means in the set to W I need to accommodate 4 vertices to get minimum resolving set. Therefore, the metric dimension of K5 is 4. So this is the upper bound. For any graph, if it is not path or if it is not a complete graph, the metric dimension will lie between 1 and n minus 1. This is what a brief introduction about metric dimension.